in the background are like, it's a rock. It's a rock. And then my dad's like, it's a damn rock.
Welcome to the Business and Pleasure of Flowers. We're your hosts, Vonda Lefevre
and Lori Wilson, and we believe that business and fun are a perfect combination. Kind of like us, Vonda.
Here we are, Lori, with a very special episode for our Business and Pleasure of Flowers.
We've got the whole gang here. We've got Cammie and Ellie. Got the whole crew.
Woohoo!
Hello.
Okay, ladies, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
A happy anniversary.
So exciting. It is number 6.
I know, we're starting to work for number 7.
What's funny is, I was thinking about that we were doing this last week, and I was like, oh, yeah, year 7. We're on it. And I didn't realize that we're on year 6.
No,
I was like year 7.
We just finished year 6. We are moving forward to 7, so
what?
we're right.
Okay, yeah.
No, we just finished year 5.
4.
So we have completed year 6.
Can I just
And you said you were going to do this for 2 years, Laura?
2 years. I just need to remind you and Vonda, Ellie and Vonda, on the phone that night in that corner over there, I'm pointing, I said, I can give you 2 years. And now we're on 7.
You can pretend it's 6, though, if you want. It makes you feel better.
I can get 2 more. I talked it over with my husband, and I'll give you 2 years.
I know, but we brought him back in. I mean, we sucked him in at the wedding. I'd have to say, he was sucked in.
We went to Rome, and he started learning to design. Oh, can I tell you, over Christmas, he designed... he made a bouquet. He made flowers. His mom was here. And you guys sent us the box of flowers.
Yes.
And we have this rooster that was his dad's when he was a little boy. It's a vase, but it's in the shape of a chicken or a rooster. I don't know which one it is. And it was one of the things he wanted from his mom's house before she moves. It's just this chicken rooster. Anyway, it now sits on our kitchen table, and I put a little wreath around him, and Bailey put little ornaments so it looked like chicken rooster has little eggs. Mark made an arrangement, put it in
chickens.
And he said, look, Vonda would be proud.
I would be very...
Should have taken a pic.
Well, I didn't, because Vonda would not have been proud.
I am proud just that he did.
Bless
he
his
was
heart.
so proud of himself. And his mom, oohed and awed.
Yeah.
And every person that walked in, she said, look what Mark made. He helped with a wedding in Rome.
I love that.
Anyway, I was laughing so hard, but it was cute.
That's adorable.
Yes.
Teach a man to fish.
Exactly, but he acted like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
You know?
I am
stepping
very
into his
proud of him.
power.
I know. I was proud of him too. And I was just excited that he went over there and got him out of the bucket. And he put the hydrangea in first because he knew it needed a little stability, and then just started throwing stuff in.
Nice.
And I didn't touch it.
He listened, Lori.
And you didn't touch it. That's most important.
I really
That's
wanted
love.
to. So anyway. So, Ellie, how was your Christmas?
It was great. We bopped all over. We were in Florida, went up to Atlanta, went to Iowa. So, yeah, it was good. It was lots of family and friend time.
Yeah, lots of different climates.
Yep. I packed my big, long winter coat, didn't wear it once.
Wow.
What? Not even in
I lugged
Iowa?
it around. Nope.
She needed it in Iowa, but that day we did not go out when it was -6.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it feels like -15.
Yeah.
Didn't go out. Didn't need to go outside.
Yeah.
Perfectly good inside.
What was your favorite gift or moment during Christmas? It can be funny, sad, emotional.
So, it's funny.
Okay.
Well, I actually have another story, but this isn't the story.
Okay. Got it.
So, I'm sure you've seen this on TikTok. I haven't, but I got 2 nieces that are in that age.
Yes.
And Tyler and I really wanted to bake chocolate chip cookies. We were going to do it in Florida, but we didn't. And so we brought all this stuff to Iowa. We're like, we really want to make like these bakery style chocolate chip cookies. And Leighton was like, have you seen the thing where you bake as a group, but one person is blindfolded, one person has headphones on, one person.
Everyone has a
Center.
bit of a disability of some sort, right?
Yes. So we did that, and it was the funniest thing ever. Ever.
That's
I was
hilarious.
blindfolded.
Oh,
Campbell had her mouth taped shut.
oh,
Tyler had his wrists taped. And Leighton had noise-canceling headphones with music blaring. So I couldn't see anything. But Leighton talked like, what? Doesn't have chocolate chips?
He was
Hilarious.
screaming. Mm-hmm.
And then Campbell was making me do all of the hard things, like
right.
all the things that she could have done, even though, it was really funny. It was a good core memory.
How did
My sister-in-law,
how did
Erica,
you
said
find
we
them?
need to do it. They were delicious. You know what they tasted like? Was State Fair cookies.
Ooh,
Like, when you get the giant bucket of them that has like
Yes,
100 cookies,
yes.
they tasted like that. They were good, don't you think, Mom?
They were good. And you know how you usually cream the butter and the sugar to start with?
Yes.
Well, they forgot to do that. They threw
Tyler
all
was
the
in charge of the
ingredients in.
directions, first of all.
Because Tyler can't do anything but just read
But
and
usually
delegate.
he's so good at following directions, but he didn't. And they still turned out.
They were really good.
That's
It was
Tina,
funny.
what did you learn from that?
Well, life's more fun when you bake cookies
Well, that's
with
true.
people. It
Yes.
was much more fun than if we were to do it regularly. Teamwork,
Teamwork.
communication.
Yes.
I couldn't see anything. The other thing was a lot of the things I was doing, it almost felt too easy because I think, I don't know, I like knew where the sink was and I knew
Oh,
just like by tactile, I knew how to do a lot more than I thought I was going to.
So you relied on your other senses a lot
Mhm.
more.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was fun.
Cammie, I could see all three of your girls doing that. I think that would be
Yeah,
hilarious.
they need to do
You
that.
need to try it.
Seen this. I'm hoping you recorded it because I have not seen that on TikTok or in
Sayer had his
Sayer-
meta glasses and was recording it.
Yeah.
No.
It was,
That's
and I like scooped the cookie dough into oblivion. Like I thought the tray was there.
Oh, no.
And it just flopped on the counter. Yeah.
Yeah. Things like that. It was funny.
That's hilarious.
Great holiday. Back to
That's
it now.
fun. That is so fun. Cammie, what about you? Did you have a great core memory or gift or?
Yes, actually. So I wouldn't say it was as entertaining as that. Maybe a little heartfelt, I think. With the girls being 16 this year, I have 3 16-year-olds, and they all have little jobs now,
Yes.
which means they have money now.
Yes.
And it was really heartwarming to see them, without any prompting from us, buy gifts for each other and for Matt and I.
Yes.
I actually feel emotional talking about it because I love seeing their generosity and I loved seeing them just take their own money that they've worked hard for. And even like they got me too much, So it just it just the sweetest. And even my Abby doesn't make quite as much as the other two. And she got her dad like this little pickle that she got off of Amazon that says, "You're a big deal." Dill.
Oh,
My Oklahoma comes out, "Dill, you're a big deal." And he like put it in.
Aw.
It's just the sweetest. It was so cute. But giving gifts is always my favorite. And with them being 16, we had so much fun giving them gifts. And I mean, it's like Matt and I just can't wait for them to open their presents. And then we just kept going back. We kept buying more. That's one thing, like we don't regret it because they're sweet kids. They're good kids, but we're like, oh my gosh, we just like kept going back and buying more and buying more. And they're stocking for like over the time. But it was fun. It's good to give good gifts. It's fun.
Very sweet.
It was a good,
Yeah.
it was a good Christmas. I try to treasure all those moments. No, it goes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it does. It goes by fast.
It was so
It
fast.
really does. Vonda,
What
what about
about-
you?
Well, the cookie making moment was awesome. But
Oh, I bet you were cracking.
we were just dying. Erica and Sarah and I were just the bystanders. We were just having the best time. But I think whenever we meet and go to Iowa, it's just the game time and it's the family time. It's fun to see the girls open presents and all that, but mostly it is we eat together. We're at the table playing games then, and Ellie even had a checklist of all the games we needed to play because we had so many we wanted to go through.
Right.
But it was fun and watching the family play the annual video games. What's that video game, Ellie? Every year.
Fusion Frenzy.
Gosh, it's hilarious. And to watch them play. So yeah, just the family time and watching all
Staying
of
up late. I think we all stayed up till like 2 a.m.
Well, I didn't quite make it till 2. I did make it till midnight, but you
Yeah.
guys, you and the girls just 2
Yeah.
a.m.
Yeah, we were on the teenage schedule.
Yes, you were.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How about you, Lori?
Same. I had a house full, as you and I were talking earlier. I'm telling you, I am one of those weird people that nothing brings me more joy than when every single bedroom in my house is full. I love it. I love it so much. And that was what was happening. You know, my whole upstairs was full. And so I would wake up and Mark was always the coffee maker, you know, and I would go out and there was already one son up or a daughter or a grandma, and somebody has to go get my dad because mornings are his time here. Anyway, it was just always a little bit of chaos going on. And so I was in my element. But Christmas morning, Cammie, to your story, it was kind of the same. I was overwhelmed because all my kids, I felt like just lavished me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is crazy. Like, this is too much. And it just wouldn't stop. And I'm not saying these were big,
Right.
but just so much that I felt I've never felt like that before. But the one thing that my daughter always does something to send me over the edge.
Mhm.
And she reached out to my uncle who is moving to be near my cousin, and my aunt Sandra, who Vonda knows so well, passed away, my mom's sister. And she was an artist. And I have tons of letters with envelopes that she wrote on, but her whole house was filled with artwork that she had painted of the farm that they grew up in and those types of things. And so my daughter reached out to my uncle and said, is there any artwork that you could give to my mom? She would love to have a piece, blah, blah, blah. Because I had mentioned, anyway, Christmas morning, there was this big box and it was the last present and it was hidden in the very back of the tree. And I opened it up and it is a framed picture of a painting that I grew up loving. And I have it now. And my son was videoing me and I had no idea. And I just pulled it out and I was in disbelief that my uncle had sent it to my daughter and I had no idea. And it has her signature on the back and it's the farm and I just remember her and my mom talking about all these stories and it's sitting over here and it's going to hang in my office. And I mean, I just started sobbing so much so that my dad is sitting there going, what the hell's wrong with her? Why is she crying? What's going on? What happened? Just going. And my husband
that's so
tried to
sweet.
explain to him, Aunt Sandra painted it. Aunt Sandra, is she dead? Did she die? So in the midst of me crying, I'm also laughing. It's just, it is what it is. So this is all on video.
What a
Now,
moment.
did Sandra die?
That's so thoughtful of Bailey, though.
Anyway,
That is so
yeah.
thoughtful.
Wow.
It was but I lost it.
Oh, yeah?
Just lost it because I never thought, and I never asked him because I thought that'd be too presumptuous. But my daughter reached out to my cousin who reached out to my uncle and he happily said yes. And he gave her some choices. Which one do you think she'd want? Would she like this? Does she want more than one? Does she want this? And she said. So anyway, it was.
And Bailey knew that one was your favorite?
No, that's what's crazy. I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
how did you know the one by the pond? Like, this is when my grandma always talked about the pond and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I don't know. I just liked it.
Wow.
Crazy. So anyway, it's
just.
I know. Well, so it's just those
That's
kinds
so special.
Yeah.
I'm picturing some wallpaper and paint that goes
I
with
know.
the
I'm like, Ellie, come on. We
Let's
got to
design your office based on that painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's
be fun.
beautiful. It's very cool. I'll send you a picture of it for inspo and we'll design around it.
Yes.
We also did the anthropology rock.
Oh, nice.
Explain to Vonda what that
I have
is.
no idea what you're talking about.
So, Vonda, on TikTok, there is a prank. So, do you know the store Anthropology?
Yes, I do. I do know that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, sometimes they have some things that look a little weird and they're like $500 and you're like, why? I don't know. That's just so there is a prank that's going around on TikTok where you just wrap up a rock from the outside and you give it to somebody and they're in on the joke and they open it and they're like, oh my God, it's the Anthropology rock. How did you get this? He's been back ordered, blah, 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 blah. And so
Too much.
Bailey and I did this.
Who received it?
I was the receiver, Bailey, because that was much more likely, and I opened it up and, of course, acted it out. And she was like, I know. I ordered it back in July. Like, we had the whole thing. The funniest part was, again, my dad, 91, and my mother-in-law, 93, the whole time in the background are like, it's a rock. It's a rock. And then my dad's like, it's a damn rock. I moved rock back when I was in school. That's just a damn rock. Why did she get a rock? I mean, on and on and on. He still
that's
to this
funny.
day thinks I got a rock in white. It was so funny. Mark finally figured it out because then he's like, wait, have I seen this
Right.
on Instagram? And anyway, I was like, this was funny.
Oh, that's so funny.
So that was the highlight. That and we kind of had a woo this time.
Oh, roller coaster.
A lot of laughter, a lot of tears.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway. Okay, ladies. Anniversary. Back to our anniversary. 7 years. Crazy.
7 years, not 6 years.
Not 6
7.
years.
6 years complete.
Years.
Moving on to 7. That's right.
Our year 6, our word of the year was amplify.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we amplified. We started off strong, amplifying to the world about Flower Clique, email campaigns, social media. We were moving and a shaking. And then we kind of, I'll say myself, I think, kind of did a bit of a pivot because tariff world, the T word came into play.
Mm-hmm.
And Vonda, you can speak. You were like, wait a minute. We got to check in on our members here. We got to stop a minute.
Yeah, we amplified to our members at that point, and then I was gone, and you and Ellie did a special podcast on tariffs, and then we really concentrated on amplifying our members, right? And then fourth quarter, then here we are amplifying outward again. So we kind of did this ebb and flow, right?
Right. So I think we did use that word a lot. I mean, we utilized everything that means.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that we don't have to throw that word in the garbage this year. Like, we still plan to amplify. I think we all plan to build off of working that muscle. We started that muscle.
For sure.
Now we'll continue to strengthen that muscle in addition to whatever our new word is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is what?
Well, that is
$1 million.
That is why the four of us are here today.
Mm-hmm.
No, you think the new word should be.
Well, I have one in mind, but I've already used this word in a Focal Points blog post because it is my word, but I really do think it could work for Flower Clique. But maybe we want a different word.
Throw it into the hat. No wrong answers. Let's have a little brainstorm, a live brainstorm sesh.
Okay, I'm throwing in the hat elevate.
I knew it.
You knew it would be, but
I am going to say when I put into Chat GPT, what should Flower Clique's word for 2026 be? elevate.
Did it really?
No way.
Interesting.
But I will also say,
I
when
know
I
you-
put in to ChatGPT, based on what you know about me, Lori Wilson,
uh-huh.
Lori Diane Brock Wilson, what should my 2026 word be? It said elevate.
Oh, huh.
So either there is a glitch in my ChatGPT,
Hmm.
or
Or you're
everything
just
around me, I'm just elevating the hell out of everything.
It's interesting. And Cammie, you'll have to tell us what yours was because you're the one who said, let's put it in.
I know. That's why I was like, I'm going to say what
Well,
it says.
Well, let's just be honest. We use ChatGPT for a lot of things, both personal
Yeah.
and work. It's a great tool, right? So
Mhm.
Right.
it holds a lot of information. And I like your prompt, Lori. You said, knowing everything you know about me,
Right.
what would you say my word of the year for 2026 should be? So I did it personally and I did it for Flower Click. Knowing
Okay.
everything you know about Flower Click for work, what should my word be? I don't want it's not elevate. I'm going to tell you that.
Okay.
So for Flower Click, it told me our word should be focus. Now, I want to say it said not growth, not innovation, not connection. Those are already happening. Focus is the right call based on everything you juggle and all the florists you support. It really peps me up when it tells me why. It said, you do so many things well. And it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it even said, stagnation is not the risk for you all. Like we're never worried that we're going to become stagnant.
No.
That we need to focus is what it told me. And then for personal, it also built me up and said, my word is decisive. It said I need to be more decisive. It said, you don't lack wisdom, you don't lack compassion, you don't lack competence, but you need to be more decisive. I was like,
Wow.
Okay.
I think that's a good one.
I mean,
Mhm.
I think I'm going to take it. I'm going to own it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
So your personal word.
Yes.
That's a good one.
So for me, when I also typed in both to ChatGPT, also I already have one in my head that was my personal word of the year. But for Flower Click, our 2026 word of the year said it should be magnetic.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
You're no longer pushing, you're attracting. Flower Click has moved past prove it mode.
Oh.
You don't need louder marketing, you need pull.
Ooh.
When done right, people come to you. Signals maturity and ease, not hustle. Magnetic doesn't feel frantic, trendy, or hustle coded. It feels grounded, confident, assured, and premium. Magnetic. If you want alternates, you can try anchored, intentional, or elevate.
There it
There's
is.
elevate.
Yeah, I should ask for alternatives and see about that.
Yeah, so we have some good options.
Mhm.
We might need to sit on it for a second.
An alternative I got to elevate for Flower Click that kind of goes with magnetic that I wrote down was guide. Just the word guide positions Flower Click as a compass. You're very strong in education and onboarding language, meaning because everything I put into Chat GPT is that type of thing.
Mm.
Use of your focus is direction over destination.
Mhm.
Like we are set ourselves as you want to follow us for direction. I think if we each took the word that our Chat GPT gives us, it tells us so much. Vonda, what did yours say about you?
So
Or-
my personal one is clarity.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
if the one for Flower Click, again, using that same prompt,
Mhm.
Cammie, simplify.
Well,
Simplifying what florists sell, it just simplifies, shows what we do all the time. Simplifying inventory usages, what simplifies signals externally, we've already figured this out for you. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. This is designed to sell, not to stress you out. I mean, it's things that we already do, right?
I was going to say, one of our taglines is like, tools to simplify and elevate your business.
Right. So that's probably, since you just gave me that the other day, it's probably pulling that kind of thing because I was using that for something else. It really talks about leverage, work once, benefit many times, confidence, replacing guesswork with proof work. Those are the type of things that I have.
I think we think about it.
Okay. So when Lori and I have our bingo card and our word of the year podcast, we will unveil what Flower Clique has decided.
Yeah.
How's that?
We will. And
Yeah,
you know
next
what?
week.
Yeah. Speaking of bingo cards, because I was on Jet Fresh's podcast this week about bingo cards, they had me do a little recording about the bingo card. And they are going to, or Ryan said he's going to, they're going to make a giant Jet Fresh bingo card for 2026 and like put it on their wall. And I was like, we need to do like a giant Flower Clique bingo card. Like we do our individual one.
We did that last
We
year.
did do that
We
last
asked-
year. Yeah.
Where
we
is
did.
it?
It's not a physical one, but it was like a digital version of that. We asked every employee to submit one thing they wanted on the Flower Clique
It's in
2025.
Well, we need to go
We
over.
need to see,
We will
we
go
need
over
to
that
see
in
if
our.
we does
see
hit.
anything on it.
We will
but
go in
I
our meeting on Wednesday.
Print it out.
We'll go over that. Yeah.
And yeah, that would be really, really fun.
I forgot what I entered though.
Huh?
I forgot
Well, that's
what I
the
entered
thing. I'm like,
last year.
that's why we need to print it out and have it on.
Yeah.
I can put it on my wall or have it somewhere where we can use.
Yeah. We'll talk about last year's and then we'll have everybody do it for this year and we can print them out. So my personal word from ChatGPT is different than the one that I've thought of with my own brain. The one that they wanted, or he, she, Nova, said it should be is anchor, which I thought was good. I like the word anchor. Anchoring into your lane, into your authority, into your expertise, rather than trying to spread myself, then anchor into things. The one that I thought of is energy. I want to bring a lot of energy. I'm reading a book right now called Good Energy, which is really about like cells on a metabolic level. It's more of like a science book, how it relates to nutrition and health, but just good energy, lots of energy, that for 2026. With that, I know that everybody, I'm sure you've seen the sentiment online of like, this is like the biggest Monday of the year and all of that. Over the weekend, we did so much refreshing at our house. We rearranged the living room. We put down a new rug. We vacuumed. I rearranged my office. Like I was feeling so ready for today. And I was going to wake up. I was going to go for a walk. And then I was going to do my little journaling and do all these things, right? I was going to have a great Monday.
All the energy.
Pre-podcast. So I opened my eyes a few hours ago. And Roma sleeps at the foot of our bed. And I always pull her up to me. And she wasn't coming up. Like she was just staring at me. She's asleep, so she was awake. So I went to grab her buns back end to pull her up. And my hand was wet.
Oh, no.
My hand was wet. She wasn't like giving herself a bath. I'm like, so she's like wrapped up in this blanket. So I like lift the blanket a little. And I do not like what I see. Let me tell you. Somebody had a little diarrhea.
Oh, no.
No.
But couldn't get up.
Oh, poor Roma.
And I mean, when I tell you this area of the bed, it was
Lord.
unbelievable. Unbelievable. She wouldn't get up.
Surprised her nose didn't wake.
She was embarrassed. I wouldn't get up either.
It didn't. That's a weird thing. It didn't. I don't know. We don't need to get into the details. She was
Ellie, I kind of want to know the details though. Like
She was
how?
so embarrassed, you guys. She wasn't even. It wasn't
No,
even
she's
like
humiliated.
she's humiliated. She wouldn't even like move. And then the second I turn my head, she gets up and goes to her other bed quick. Like she wouldn't get up for me, but like when I turn my head, I take her downstairs. She won't get up. And then I realize that she's kind of messy down there. So I go to the bathroom to get like some toilet paper. She's gone. She's left. Like, she is so embarrassed. Anyway, all that to say, we don't need to get into detail. I had to give her a bath, and we have to wash all of our bedding, and hopefully, probably get new bedding. Like, it's the morning.
House. Probably going to have to put the house on the market.
Probably light the whole bed on fire. Like, when I tell you my entire morning was thrown.
Oh.
And she's just staring at me like, why are you publicly shaming me?
And now you're talking about it on the podcast.
Yeah. But that's just to say, like, it wasn't the energy that I wanted, but it was energy. It shot out of bed with energy.
Yes, you did.
And it's a metaphor for you got to keep going.
Life
And
throws some curveballs.
Clean up the crap.
Yep.
Clean up the crap.
Clean up
Clean
the crap.
and get on with it.
Yes. You got to move on and
Start over
wipe up a butt and move on.
Mm-hmm.
And it is what it is. Poor thing.
She okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she's sick?
There's a free sample from Costco of like a greenie.
Oh.
And I think it was too big, and I think she ate. Yeah, we don't need to go down this rabbit hole, but all that to say, it was a little kismet, and life goes on. Clean up the crap and move on.
Well, then that was really a good word for you, energy, because little did you know how much energy you were going to need this morning
for
to do
sure.
all of that.
Yeah.
It wasn't
the
the energy
other
you had hoped, but
the other thing is Tyler and I were laughing about it when we were cleaning up. Good energy. We weren't in a bad mood. We were just like,
out.
You didn't.
These are
it's okay. Yep.
These are little blips.
Yeah, not a big deal.
Crap happens.
Yeah, crap happens. It
Podcast title.
does.
Right.
Yes, podcast title. So
Okay, Lori, let's
that was
on.
So, and I was going to say, so my chat GPT word told me my word is elevate, which is not the word I wrote for myself. And it said why it fits you because you elevate people, you elevate conversations, you elevate people's confidence, spaces, all just like you, Cammie. It makes you, oh, look at everything I do.
yeah.
It gives you permission. What this gives you permission to do in 2026 is to say no to things that don't rise to your standards, to choose refinement over more, and to lead from wisdom, not hustle, whatever that means. So I like the word elevate, but I feel like it also is on here because of symposium. Elevate, symposium. But, what I have been playing around with since, I guess, New Year's Eve is the phrase letting go. And I've gone back and forth with a couple of other phrases, but this is the one that yesterday at church really kept coming back at me. And it's, for me, letting go of like past hurts, letting go of things that are out of my control, letting go of things that I want to control that maybe I need to just step back and let somebody else do, like lots of things in my life. And I'm not a control freak, but there are things that I feel like God is even showing me, there's some things you need to let go. And I don't like that phrase, but I feel like maybe it needs to be my phrase. And so for right now, I'm kind of scared to say that is what I'm going to use for 2026 cautiously. But I'm using it as a positive to look at things and say, what can I let go and what do I not? So,
well, and I think a perfect example of that is something that happened in November when somebody asked us to do something.
yeah,
And you're like, I really want to do it. And I'm like,
Yes.
you can't. You cannot, Lord.
right.
And you had
Hard.
let go of that because you want to do
Letting
things.
that go, that desire to please,
Yeah.
even. And Cammie, you and I have this conversation a lot. It's like letting go of that. Do I really want to do the presentation, or do I just have a desire to please the person? Like, I have to really think through this because I'm gonna say this, but I don't want it to sound arrogant in any way because I truly don't mean it this way, but my time is valuable in a
Mhm.
lot of ways. My time on this earth is valuable. My time on this planet is shorter, and I'm getting ready to be a grandma, so I really want to start thinking what I'm going to want to spend time seeing a baby, and I need to spend more time with my dad. He's not here for very like things like that.
Yeah. Mhm.
And so letting go, oh, that's hard because I don't really wanna do it.
Mhm.
I wish I did. I did wanna just, "Nah, I don't wanna do that."
Mhm.
But I like to do a lot of those things too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, anyway, that's the hard
That's a
part.
good one. That's good, Lori, and you're right, it won't be an easy one, but
No,
it's a good one.
so
Mhm.
Just to clarify, you're saying it's let it go? That's the phrase?
letting go. Not let it go, not just, let it go." No, letting go.
That's brave. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I haven't thought of a word on my own for flower click. I'm gonna need to keep thinking about that.
Mhm.
I don't know, but I like magnetic.
I did too. That one kept
That's
Mhm.
kind of fun,
That is fun. Yeah.
and that
Mhm.
kind of incorporates a lot of the other things that we've said, those underlying words too. So,
Mhm.
So I think to wrap it up today, Lori, you had all these questions we maybe could ask for our anniversary. But I think what I'd like to end on is what impact we have made that we're the most proud of. When you came up with that question, reflective goosebump moments that we've had, maybe whether it was something that one of our members said because we have so many testimonials that we get from our members. Is it a program, an email, or a moment that we're most proud of? Or a time that you realized, oh my gosh, this really matters. What we're doing for shops really do matter. And something, whether it makes you
yeah,
emotional or just makes you really proud.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'll start. There's so many. First of all, little moments. I mean, every little screenshot that any of us put into our Slack all staff channel of an email or a text from one of our members about, like, I love you all so much, or thank you so much for everything you do, or just getting a little gift in the mail at Christmas from one of our members. And the card, I mean, the gift was fabulous too, but just the card
Mhm.
saying the sweet, kind words that means so much to me, and as it does you guys. I'm like, "Wow, that's incredible and so, so thoughtful."
Mm.
I'm not gonna say every single day because that's not truthful, but every week, Cami and I get something,
Mhm.
whether it's a text or a Facebook message or an email or a phone call from somebody talking to a new shop that's just becoming a Flower Click member and then passing them over to Cami for the setup, and then hearing Cami say that they're like, "Oh my god, they're so excited to be a part." Like, those kind of things, I I don't I don't know. It's all of the stuff together for me that just makes me feel like we're doing something really, really good here.
Mhm. I'll say too, I think one of you gave my address to Austin and Kayla who sent that card was so sweet. I've got it on my desk and
I do too.
because well, he sent me a sweatshirt that basically is his store logo and said I'm part of their team.
Yeah,
Mhm.
That melted my heart. I immediately
same.
put it on. I was like,
Yeah,
and
So sweet.
to say their growth, they owe their growth to us, and we're
it
just
was
as much a
the
part of the
kindest
team. It
thing.
was such a
Yeah.
thoughtful gift, and yeah, you're right. But another thing that came to mind when Vonda asked that question is recently in our members group, when Andy went on that vacation with his family, and
Mhm.
you guys been telling me to do it. And I just want you to know I'm going. I'm taking that vacation and I'm going with my family and we're going on a cruise. And to see everyone going, Andy, I'm so glad you did this. And I've been telling you for years, go.
Yeah.
And it's like to see the members like
Supporting.
rooting for each other and supporting one another. And I can tell they have side conversations. Their relationship is not just through us. It's like through each other.
Right.
I was like so warmed by that whole
Same.
and we all were legitimately happy for him. And then other people were like, I've got to do that. I've got to make time for myself. And it was just I don't know, just the community, which usually is what Lori talks about, right? That's her area. I was like, wow, that's something I'm super proud of that our members have. And
Side note on that whole thing, that when he was on that cruise, we had a bunch of company, of course, here. And my husband was like, why are you on your phone? I was like, one of my customers is on a cruise and he and his wife are Snapchatting me every 15 minutes, the play-by-play, and I am here for it. And then Bailey got sucked in, my daughter, because she was here. They were giving me every play-by-play, every move they made, every dance they did. We were celebrating them every step of the way because they had not had a vacation in 15 years.
Yes.
And we were so happy for them. And I'm like, I have never even met Andy face to face. And I feel like that he and Billy Joe are close friends.
Yeah.
And I just love him so much.
Yeah.
And he's like, I signed up for 2 more cruises.
I love it. Let's go together.
That is, I just love them. I love them. So
It's so sweet.
Those are the testimonies.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I would say mine is that when you look at our Slack channel, especially like the leads channel, where we have new inquiries and new people that we're talking to, we always want to help them. That's our first instinct.
Yeah.
And I think our capability to be flexible. I think when we started, it was like, this is our tier of services. This is exactly what we do. We don't do anything else. We don't bend from this, because in a way that did help us scale for a few years, right? I mean, things were flying everywhere. We had to have a little structure. But now I feel like we're at a point where all we want to do is help the person. And we are able, thanks to Cammie and the team with all of the web, like we're able to kind of meet them where they are in a way most times. And I'm really proud of our whole team that we're able to do that we're able to like think outside the box a little, step outside of our lines, and be able to help people. Because that's why we're here.
That's why we're here. I agree. I think that's it. I'm most proud of our team and how every single person on this team cares about our members and the industry. I mean, people they don't even know. To me, it's such a witness when I feel like I grew up in the business, but I really didn't. But I've been in it for so long that I look at our team and it's like, gosh, they really do care. Everyone. And it just is so heartwarming. And then when we have others who are like, we're out presenting somewhere, we're SAF or AIFD or a Profit Blast or wherever, and they're like, oh, we just so appreciate everything you do. Or even if they're not members, they'll say things to Lori like, we really learned from your podcast. We learn, you guys know so much. Those kind of things just warm your heart, right? And they drive us to do more, to reach out and help more people. I mean, you hit it, Ellie. We want to help people.
Yeah.
Well, here's to 2026.
Happy anniversary, everyone.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. We hope you enjoyed spending time with us because we enjoy spending time with you. If you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button or add the Business and Pleasure of Flowers to your Google morning routine or your flash briefing on Alexa. We look forward to seeing you next week.
So please come back and join us and discover how a bit of knowledge and one small change in your mindset can take you to new levels in your life and business.